videos take a long time to plan. You wouldn't know from the quality of the content. Finish this book and then start another book and then finish that and then start another book and then finish that one and then start another book and then finish it, you know? Hey, hello, how are you? I'm Pia. So if you know anything about me, you know that I have recently been rewatching the Harry Potter movies after just rewatching them in February. I think that there needs to be some more Harry Potter content in my life, so I went searching, I went seeking, I went scouring the internet for something to do about this crisis, if you will, since I will not succumb to the pressure of stupid JK Rowling because I will not consume her content. It's just not my vibe right now, okay? I came across this series called the James Potter series, and there are 5 books in total. It's not just like the Harry Potter series, and wow, has it been that long? And I really just don't, I can't get my facts straight. So there are 5 books in the series. They even look low-key canon. They are fan fiction, lest you forget. It's essentially like in the epilogue of The Last Harry Potter, what is it called? Deathly Hallows. But it's like 18 years after the big old battle, the big old war, whatever the heck that was. So this is following James Potter, James Severus Potter. It's Albus Severus. Well, we'll soon find out. This is following James Potter in his first year of Hogwarts. It's 18 years, whereas 19 years would be the actual like epilogue in the film. And in his first year of Hogwarts. So our man, G. Norman Lippert, has written 5 books following this kid and his adventures at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and I think about time we read them. So I went looking for these books and they are all on like the website, like his websites, and I think they have their own website. So I found them to download, and there also have been audiobooks recorded. Now I'm debating buying the audiobooks because I can get all 5 of them for $12. The whole thing is that they used to be free, and even I want to say when I was planning this video, my videos take a long time to plan. You wouldn't know from the quality of the content. So one of the websites is like unstable, like you literally cannot go on it and your phone will tell you that I was gonna say hijacked. It's like I'm on a plane. You're going to be hijacked. They made a podcast, you cannot listen to it. It's like really difficult to try to find these audiobooks, and as an audiobook queen I just really would love to listen to these on audio. I am going to be honest with you, I did listen to the first chapter of the first book, which is called James Potter and the Hall of Elders Crossing, this morning, and I can tell you I am loving the vibes. He is getting the vibes right down pat. I honestly teared up a little bit. I'm not even going to lie. It looks like you can get them all for $13. Obviously, you don't have to do this. You can get these free online because they're fan fictions and you can't really make money off fan fiction. But I am hoping that some of this percentage, I would imagine, is going to the author, and I feel like it would be nice to support him. Which of these pictures has buses? My computer is like yelling. Hello my friends, it has been a little bit of time. I'm here to update on James Potter and the Hall of Elders Crossing. So I did decide to get those audiobooks like you saw, and I've been like reading along with audiobooks and kind of like switching back and forth, and the only thing is I can't listen to it like faster than 2 times speed, which, as you know, I do usually listen to books at like 3 times speed. Slowed down the process of reading that book, but I'm here to my little review of the first book. I have started the second one, but yeah. So James Potter and the Hall of Elders Crossing. First, I love James Potter. I really like that he has so many similarities, obviously, from Harry, and he's just very unsure of himself, which I think is like very interesting in a hero. He has like so much to live up to. Yeah, but you also see a lot of like, I guess his grandfather, like James Potter the first in him, which is fun. I mean, a little bit of Ginny, but Ginny's kind of pushed to the side. I will mention that like obviously it has cameos from characters that are prevalent in the Harry Potter books, obviously. So Harry's in it, and I really love seeing Harry as a parent and in this like fatherly role. It really suits him. I mean, I think like his life has calmed down in a sense, and you really get to see kind of being himself a lot more. And like I said, there's Ginny, but like she's just like the mom, and that's how she's viewed. But there's also like the influences of like Ron, who's James's uncle, and he plays honestly a bigger part. But then there's also characters like Minerva McGonagall, who's back, Horace Slughorn, and then we've got like the sons and daughters of all the like first generation. I would say like the first generation, but they're not really the first generation, but like Ted, Tonks, and oh my god, Fleur and Bill's daughter. So they're great, and they add a lot. And there's like the gremlins, who are kind of like the marauders, I guess, of the time, which is so fun. And I liked the new like big bad. I think it was very interesting, and it plays a lot more with I don't know, it feels almost like more mature, this book, which I'm not sure if that was intended. The kids are 11 and they're already talking about like looking at girls and things like that, which I know was kind of steered away from until the later Harry Potter books. And there's like an inclusion of an American magic school, which is fun, but it's not canon. It's honestly better. Yeah, Ilvermorny, Morny, whatever. It's not that, it's something else. There's more kind of prevalence of like Americans and Muggle-born students, which I really like. So yeah, and I really love James's like two friends. I feel like they just have such a great dynamic already. So fun. And I really like the new politics of you have this group of people that are like, you think they're trying to not be evil anymore, but they're only just disguising it. It's very interesting. It poses some very interesting and like almost like mature questions that are honestly very relevant to today and the things going on in the world. So there's a lot of moral ambiguity to the characters in this right off the bat, and I feel like in the Harry Potter books you kind of see a lot of people as kind of like one-dimensional, at least for the first few books, and then you start delving deeper. But this one right off the bat, I mean, you have Merlin, who is like, you really don't know what to expect from him. Like, you're like, you kind of thought he was this bad guy, but now you're like, well, I'm just not sure. And there's like the air of Voldemort. Like, there's a lot of things going on. I'm really enjoying it. I'm gonna keep reading. So the next one is called The Curse of the Gatekeeper. And I do love how these are told. I think have the same vibes. I honestly like teared up when they talk about certain things. So yeah, we have The Curse of the Gatekeeper next. I'm now on, I'm actually just in chapter 1, but I am really enjoying seeing kind of like Harry Potter's whole family, at least in this first chapter. They're all like playing their own like game of Quidditch together as like a family, and it's really freaking sweet. It's so adorable. I'm just really liking it. The only thing I'm really not enjoying is the, like I said, there's not a lot of like Hermione. There's not a lot of Hermione, and she's one of my favorite characters. I think she's literally like, without her the books, nothing would happen. I think there's Ginny, but generally like I just am hoping that the female characters get a bigger role in these books. I think JK wrote some strong female characters, and yeah, I'm looking for that same thing there. Although I will update you when I have more to update you on. Hello my friends. Oh, I have to close the window. Hello my friends. I just made some French fries. I made these myself in the oven. I had a potato and I didn't know what to do with it. I did want to update you quickly on The Curse of the Gatekeeper. I'm a little bit into it. I am so obviously really enjoying this series. I think I told you, like, it started with a really fun game of Quidditch with like the Weasley, Potter, kind of like everyone squad. Like, this is now, so like this is like the second year, right, of James. And so it's Albus's first year, which is basically when the epilogue is set. Movie, and I believe it's in the book. I don't recall. So it's Albus's first year, and it's also Rose's first year. I don't know why they're both named after fucking flowers, but and I just love Rose. I feel like we have like a very like golden trio vibe going on. Again, we lost a favorite character from last book, which was Zane. He was American and he was just so sassy and funny. But we do have like James and Ralph and Rose, and they seem to be kind of like this squad that's a lot like the Golden Trio, which is very fun to see the parallels between that. And Rose is such an awesome character. Like, I love everything about her because she has all of Hermione's characteristics and all of Ron's characteristics, and they just mesh so well together. So she's like kooky and like crazy, but also super well prepared and well studied and well spoken. I love her. She's like gearing up to be like my new favorite character. Unfortunately, Ted Tonks graduated and he was like my other favorite character, so he's not in it anymore. We do have the addition of also Malfoy's son, what's his first name? Scorpius Malfoy is the kid. We'll see. There's some things going on, and I'm gonna eat some fries and talk to you later. I went out in the rain today and I did have an umbrella, but hello my friends, I have finished, I was about to say Harry Potter, fuck. James Potter and The Curse of My Bags, The Curse of the Gatekeeper. These books are taking me a really long time, and I don't know. Here are my hypotheses. So one, I have the audiobooks and I can only listen to the audiobook on double speed. And I want to listen to audiobooks, it adds to the experience. I paid for them, yada yada. It does kind of slow down my reading. I could read faster, but not be as immersed. You know what I mean? So, but for fantasy in general, I like reading along with audiobooks, which is what I've been doing for the most part. So that has kind of, because the audiobook's slower, I'm reading it slow. And I also like have other books I want to read. I haven't been able to read them anyway. But I just like haven't been in the mood to read a lot lately, but I am right now. So this was the second James Potter book, right? It has a lot of like mirror themes and like things to the Chamber of the Secret, the second Harry Potter book. So we actually do have an instance of the Chamber of the Secret. We play around with that. I mean, I think I talked about like the bloodline, which I find very interesting. That kind of Voldemort's last Horcrux in some ways is his
No, I actually didn't talk about this. The bloodline, so he passed on his, in like non-magical terms, like his DNA or whatever the fuck. But like it's like part of his soul or whatever. I always thought, or when they were talking about the bloodline in like the last book, I just thought like some like Death Eater had like gotten kinky with Voldemort, and that made made a baby, and that made a lot of sense to me. However, this is more of like a magical way. He like, I don't know, it was like a blood transfusion. It was kind of weird. Yeah. But I did really like the twist there, because like it wasn't the person I was expecting, because like we all were expecting the same thing, and then we were led to believe that, and then it was something else, which was fun. Yeah, I mean, I gave it 3 stars. I gave the first book like 4 stars. Fucking Arthur Weasley dies in the beginning, which is really sad. That made me sad. Does anyone else die? There's a lot of like ghost appearances, which are fun. They just make me sad, but I guess they're fun. I don't know, I really liked like the play aspect of this. Like the kids were putting on a play for their Muggle Studies class, and James was like the lead in the play. I thought that was really sweet, since like he wasn't able to show off his skills, or really in the first book have much skill in Quidditch. So Albus got to be like on the Quidditch team and stuff like that, and James got to do like this play, which was like, I don't know, there's something like magical in a non-magical sense about just the kids being kids, and those are always like my favorite parts of like the Harry Potter books, so, or some of my favorite parts of the Harry Potter books. So I think like that was really fun for me. So I really liked them like putting on a play, and like they had to do it without magic, and it was really cute. Alrighty, the next book. This one is, oh my god, it's long. I shouldn't be surprised that they get longer. So this one is James Potter and the Vault of Destinies. Oh my gosh. This changes everything. It is the year of change and upheaval as the entire Harry Potter family. Okay, Harry, as head Auror, has been sent to the United States to help investigate a nefarious underground group whose proclaimed goals are to unite the Muggle and magical world by any means necessary. Unwilling to be separated for the lengthy trip, Ginny insists that the oh my god, wait, this is so fun! Insists that the family accompany Harry, launching a year-long journey to the United States and the American Wizarding School of Alma Adelron. Wait, this is so fun! I love books, or even in like TV series and stuff where they like go on a trip, because I think it's just so fun. And also my fave character Zane is in the United States, so I'm excited. Once I start reading that and have anything to say about it, I will be sure to let you know. I don't even know when I last updated this vlog. Who decided reading an entire middle grade young adult fantasy series during my couple weeks of finals was a good idea? It was me. I have been struggling studying this. Anyways, I'm halfway through The Vault of Destinies, James Potter and the Vault of Destinies. This is the 3rd book. I'm about halfway through it. It's taken me a while just because I suck. I'm enjoying it. I mean, I like these books. Like, I am enjoying my time reading them. I think they're so fun. This one has like most of our normal cast of characters, but it's slightly different just because it's set in America. I think the author is American, and that's why he's kind of adding those elements in more. And this one's obviously like a kind of like a travel one. It's very interesting, just the general like big bads and questions that are arising in these books, because I think something people were wondering about the original books are these kind of bigger questions of like, you know, if Voldemort is this evil creature, like what's more evil than him? Is there something that exists beyond that? We're kind of asking more questions about the world of magic, and how it started and originated, different universes, like all these kind of like magical adjacent kind of questions are coming out, which I find very interesting. Obviously they were not really in the books from what I recall. They had like the time turners and stuff, but then they destroyed them because that was too messy for JK to figure out. We are playing a lot more with time and those sorts of things, which I find very interesting. I think as much as it is a strength of the book that it feels very genuine to the, I guess, the source material in the original books, I also really like these new elements that they're adding. Merlin was like, I mean, he came in the first book, like the Vault of Destinies, which is kind of adjacent to, was it the Hall of Mysteries, was it, in the thing? You know, like in Harry Potter where they had the like the little globe things and then they smashed the globe thing and it was like, Harry Potter can't live while the others, that one? He can't live while the other survives. So it's kind of like about destiny and all those things. So I really like those questions. Yeah, I'm having a fun time. I'm gonna try to read all of the rest of them today. Is that gonna happen? It hasn't been taking me 2 weeks to make this video. Yes, I also might want to read The Cursed Child because I know it's somewhat similar, but I know people hate that book. People have really, really strong opinions, and I just love controversy. I guess this is what we do when we do long form content. I'm gonna get back to reading because that's what we're doing today. I'll let you know how it goes. I mean, if there's anything like crazy, I don't think anything's gonna really change my enjoyment. It gets really stupid, but they did actually introduce, I think, what the last book is gonna be, which is interesting. But the whole multi-dimension things, I'm very like, Marvel Cinematic Universe, Harry Potter Cinematic Universe. Alright, this is like not important to the plot, but it's something icky and weird that I noticed. But all the peeps that are here, we got children are loud outside my window. I'm gonna close that. All the peeps we got on the trip, we got. But we do have Lucy Weasley, and she is either Charlie's daughter or Bill's daughter, one of them. So she is James's cousin, and she's like in love with him. She's like in love with her cousin, and I find it very odd. I find it very like disconcerting to say the least, because they are cousins. But it was weird. It was a weird plot point, and that's how I feel about it. But I'm almost done with the book, which is unrelated. I just remembered that and I wanted to mention it because for the most part these books are like chill. Like there's nothing really like, I don't know, there's nothing like really bad about it. I mean, they're kind of sexist a little bit. But yeah, that's like the weirdest thing I've noticed. I mean, besides the fact that James is in love with a girl who's like 4 years older than him, but I think that might be a thing. I just like, I don't want anything to happen because I feel like that is the step too far. If it like a 14-year-old and like 17, no, that's too far. It's too far. A schoolboy crush, that's fine. Mutual respect, also fine. If anything more than that, I am going to be upset. I feel kind of bad for being mean to Lucy because she died. I'm really sad. I really like her, but I feel bad because now she's dead. Anyway, I finished book 3. Ayo. You know what's so me of me is that I filmed my whole clip and I didn't plug in my mic. I started this video in April, I think. I now look a little bit different. I moved. Like, so many things are different in my life, but this video is still cracking. Listen, I don't know what like inspired me, what compelled me to think that I could read a 6-book series without reading anything else or like doing other videos. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest, but I had a goal that I wanted to finish this vlog before the year is out. It's now December, the end of December, and I want to do it, guys. So we're also gonna be reading some other things because I love a challenge. James Potter, I'm putting down for the minute. I think I'm going to make those my audiobooks because I bought the audiobooks, so like I might as well listen to them. But I did also already start, I told you, I filmed a clip and plugged in the mic because I'm a genius. And I started the Marauders book, which is all the young dudes. Now,